Hey, welcome to one of the last episodes of Chad's Beer Reviews. Got a pretty special beer today, another Prairie Bomb. They have Bomb, Christmas Bomb, and of course now they have Birthday Bomb. Actually, I think they've had this for 3 years, but it's my first time having it or seeing it. So it's basically another Mexican cake type of Imperial Stout, 13% ABV. Imperial Stout aged on coffee, cocoa nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers. Start diving on the aroma. Yeah, I mean for a big imperial stout, I'm still smelling the additives, not the booze. So definitely getting a lot of the coffee and like a chocolatey sweetness, like kind of like a mocha thing going here. Yeah, mostly I'm getting coffee and chocolate. Little bit of alcohol as far as your imperial stout base. Definitely has that black licorice kind of a thing going. Some of the dark malt on here, I'm not getting like super like distinct roastiness like the way you would like in a milk stout or oatmeal stout, but and hard to pick out. But maybe like a little bit of like piney or resiny hops in here. It doesn't say what they got going on for malts and hops, but you know. So yeah, it's nice. It's not amazing. I was hoping it would be just like a little bit more impressive, but for what it is, pretty nice. I'm gonna go 10 out of 12 on aroma there. Appearance, well, classic imperial stout, just completely opaque black. It did have about a thumb width of foam when I poured it. As you can see, it's kind of dissipated. Maybe it'll come back, and it looks like it's pretty well filtered. So kind of hard to tell as of right now. I'm gonna give that only a 2 out of 3 on appearance. Flavor, let's see what's going on with this. Happy birthday, Sean. That's funny, I get a lot of fruity flavor on here. I was kind of smelling it in the nose. Just like when you have an Imperial Stout, I think Surly Darkness is like the best example of that. Big, huge malty beer. Just super, super fruity. It could be from the yeast esters. So I am getting like a lot of dark fruit on here. And also that Mexican cake character kind of comes through, but mostly as kind of like an afterthought thing. So like up front, just a little bit of coffee and kind of spicy, bitterness, and then through the middle, the sweet malty fruitiness along with the vanilla and cocoa nibs for like kind of a chocolatey cake kind of thing, and then the pepper is the same thing that was my homebrew from a few years ago. No pepper flavor. It's just a warming sensation as it goes down. Yeah, pretty tasty beer. I'm a little disappointed like that it's just not more of everything, especially at 13% ABV. I'm drinking this, and this is to me is more like a 7 or 8%. Like definitely a strong beer, but at least the fermentation on it is really clean, so it's not phenolic or no fusel alcohol on here. It's not like even KBS, CBS, when those beers are fresh, they're very, very fusel alcohol. This one's very, very clean alcohol. Yeah, so I like the coffee up front, but it's not huge coffee. I'd say it's more on the subtle to moderate side. Same thing with the chocolate. Yeah, so just big fruity sweet thing. It's definitely sweet, but it tastes like completely natural. Like it doesn't taste like they just like squirted a bunch of flavoring syrups in here or anything like that. And I will say that it's sweet, but it's not cloying. Like a lot of the Southern Tier Blackwater series, those beers are quite cloying. This one is actually a bit more tame. I think the coffee is kind of providing a lot of the bitterness. The hops are they're fairly low. They're just enough for bitterness, or for balance, I should say. But again, it's not like a super sickly sweet beer to begin with. I like the pepper sensation on the finish. So overall, like this is, it's a little underwhelming. 30% ABV Imperial Stout, very expensive beer, I might add. Everything Prairie makes. They tend to be like almost $10 for a 12-ounce bottle. Yeah, it's as a spicer vegetable, as an Imperial Stout, it's only good at best to like below average. So it's somewhere between below average and slightly above average. Flavor, I'm gonna go I think this is like a 12 or a 13. It's really not all that impressive. I'll give it a lucky 13 here. Mouthfeel. Mouthfeel's a little underwhelming too. It's only about a medium body. It's not super thick, chewy, sticky. It's and the carbonation it seems a little low too. Like I'd probably put it medium body, almost like a medium light carbonation. It's very smooth though. I will say that. No problem drinking it. It's not super boozy. Like I said, I would not peg this at a 13% ABV, which is like to the if I'm going into a beer with 13% ABV, I want a lot of everything. I want it to be like a sipper. This, I am just sucking it right down. It's almost like the label is a lie. So, yeah, very, very drinkable, very smooth. Just the body is a little kind of flat and underwhelming. So mouthfeel, I'm thinking 2 or 3. I don't know. Tooth seems really harsh, so I'm going to go 3. Overall impression, I think it's about a 6 out of 10. You know, it's a fine beer, but it's just not amazing. That's still score a 34 out of 50. Even that seems a little high. I'm going to drop the aroma down to a 9. So I think like the aroma is the best thing going for it, but everything else is like only okay. You know, no foam. Let me see if I can regenerate it here. Nah, no foam. Not really. You know, flavors, just the whole palate's a little underwhelming. I mean, it's not a bad beer by any means. It's definitely on a thumbs up, thumbs down scale. It's definitely a thumbs up, but you know, it's just not worth the, I don't know, $7, $8, $9, $10 I paid for this. All right, so total score 33 out of 50, 6 out of 10 for Prairie Birthday Bomb. Not their best beer, but still a fun beer to drink. If you have the cash burning a hole in your pocket, you might want to check this one out. All right, so I'm going very long. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys real soon. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.